Barstool Pick'em is brought to you by our friends at Cross Country Mortgage, America's crazy good mortgage company. Cross Country Mortgage combines a people-first mindset with a dedication to the fundamentals of mortgage lending, which results in a fast, easy, and stress-free home financing. Listen, I used to work in the real estate world. It is a scary word, mortgage. A lot of people think they can't afford a mortgage. A lot of people think they don't have enough money saved up to own a home. That is wrong. You could actually probably afford a home right now, but you need someone to help you, and that's where Cross Country Mortgage comes in. Cross Country Mortgage has the solutions to serve virtually every mortgage situation. They can make it easier for more people to get the financing they need to own a place of their own, especially first-time home buyers, military vets, and people with less than stellar credit. They're licensed in all 50 states and offer a broad portfolio of traditional and niche loan products, and Cross Country Mortgage is like a mom-and-pop shop. They will make sure that you have the best experience when looking to buy a home, when looking to refinance, when looking to set yourself up for your future. Stop renting. Stop throwing away money every single month. You already have Rico giving you bad picks, so he's going to throw away money for you. Instead, invest in yourself. Invest in your home. Go to Cross Country Mortgage right now and do that. Go to ccmlens.com/pick'em to learn more about your future home buying experience or to refinance your current mortgage at ccmlens.com/pick'em. ccmlens.com/pick'em to learn more. Cross Country Mortgage LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, equal housing opportunity. Do it right now with our friends at crosscountrymortgage.com.
It's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. You say it. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. Oh, it's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. You say it. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you.
Barstool Pick'em, Week 7. We are back. Oh, shoot. We got to give the sheets out. Katie Sheets. You have Katie Sheets?
No.
Katie Sheets. Oh, these are the lines ones, too. Rico, sorry. All right. We're back. Those are updated, by the way. Those are updated notes. All right. So we're back with Rico, Dave.
Gentlemen.
Dave, they can't warn me. He goes, Dave's in a bad mood.
No, I'm not in that bad
Stu,
mood.
I said Stu kind of put you in a bad mood.
Stu,
Came in kind of smirking.
No,
you were in a good mood, and then
I got a stain on the back of my pants. It looks like I sat in shit. That bothers me. But other than that,
Can I see it?
it's not. It's like on the lower leg.
Chocolate?
No, I don't know what it is.
Sometimes
it's
I'll
just
get.
like.
Remember that time I got chocolate? Oh yeah, a little bit. You hit over your coffee, which is fine, but just so you know, it's right behind you. Remember that time I was wearing sweatpants in the old office and I had a chocolate stain like right on my ass crack, and everyone said I shit my pants?
Yeah, that happens. But these
does happen.
it's like if I wear a suit to advisors, they almost always get ruined. I don't know how this one happened, but it is what it is.
All right.
Like, I don't think that stain's coming out.
No, it's probably not. We are back. Do we want to clear the air? I mean, Rico, the balloon boy.
I have no problem with Rico. He's bad as picks, and
I might have a problem with you, though.
Oh, okay.
wow.
You're Dr. Kevorkian. You're fucking just trying to put people to death right away
What does that
before
even
it's
mean?
even over. Kevorkian legally killed people before it's over. That's what you're trying to do.
What are you talking about?
Texas, Oklahoma.
Correct.
They don't call it undertime, Dave.
He thinks that's such a good line. First of all, let's go back and look at the facts and dream sequence. Dan, who called Rico?
I did.
Did I tell you to call Rico?
No.
So he, like, you
was
were put
calling-
on.
But you're tweeting
I
out
was
to
calling you
and
about
then
the
people
other
are running with
picks.
the fake news, and then
Wait,
there's
wait,
no
fake
retraction.
news. Rico,
Down 11.
Rico,
No,
Rico,
hold on.
you're on the wrong side of that by a million. It's embarrassing that you're going to try to say you
We
won
all
that.
said you can't take the under in that game.
Rico,
You could live with it.
Rico, you
agreed with that.
I went against it because you're so bad at picking games. It's the only reason I switched, and it was
Fair
right.
enough.
I do that a million out of a million
But
times.
you can't be saying he's down 11 before a game hits the final buzzer.
Oh, I said that, and Rico, again.
You're looking at me. He just said he said it.
I was.
Why do you
said
look
it.
at? Are you afraid of him?
You
No.
needed.
Then why do you look at me when you're like you said? He said it. He
Well,
just
you're
said-
running with the memes.
Well, you're not a rider.
I am a rider.
No, you don't.
I
take
am
the
a
picks
rider
anymore. I
to
take the
death.
picks.
But at some point, you
I'm
got to
a rider, as
acknowledge
everyone knows.
we got a balloon boy on our hands.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
And I
you're
got
a joke.
Not
picking
dead yet.
games.
What?
You're a joke at picking games.
No.
You're a great guy. You're an entertainer. You make the balloons, but your like Jeff Nadeau picks games. You entertain. Two different lanes. I'm fine. We have both.
A lot of game left.
Rico,
how long are you gonna say that for?
I called you. I retweeted. I said it
Wait,
because
I know.
you had 3 early games, and 2 of them were horrendous. And the third needed a miracle to get the over.
I wouldn't say Florida was horrendous.
Yeah, it was. I had it.
Trask doesn't fumble. It's a who gets the ball last
No,
type of game.
it's
He
6
had
and
the
a-
ball.
but
He's
the-
going
but the
in.
6.5. Like you needed
I
that.
just needed 7. It was tied.
Yeah, right.
But
and they
that was a
would've kicked
pick 'em
field goal.
game. That
What?
was never.
No, they had the ball. It was
Right,
tied.
they would have kicked a field goal.
Rico, you're not
I don't
saying.
think. Possibly, but I thought they would have scored a touchdown.
Let me ask you this:
It's not out of the realm to cover.
If that game started over and you could bet that game, who would you take?
Knowing what I know now, Texas A&M.
All
I
right,
thought you were going to say Florida.
he's
Like, you're that bad
capable
at
of
picking
it.
games sometimes.
He's capable of it.
All right, so here's my thing, Rico.
You give me that.
I know. I
look.
got to avoid the trap. I got to last night. The Bills. The whole world was on the Bills. I gotta.
I was on the Titans.
You're Rico. My question to you is like I'm a rider, as everyone knows.
I'm a rider. You are.
There's
I
peace.
am a
There's
rider.
peace right now.
Yeah, there is peace
I'm
in our
a rider.
time. I'm a rider.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
But
Everyone
you-
knows I'm a rider. But you're terrible at picking games.
You're running a lot of slanderous campaigns.
No,
out
I'm
there,
not.
And then not issuing retractions.
No, I'm not. What am I issuing? What am I doing that is
Was I down
slanderous?
11 at 3:30 before 3:30?
No, I said that.
How
Your
many
picks
times
were
do we have to go
so
over
bad.
this?
I took all your picks. When I get mad
He
at
looks
you,
at me.
I know.
You're like, I said it, and he stares at me. What is wrong with
Florida
you?
have a
State
lot of the
never a
memes.
chance.
We don't
Virginia
like the
Tech
memes.
never a chance.
Memes
Texas,
hurt more than words.
Texas, Oklahoma was like a chance only because of a miracle.
What memes?
Those bad memes.
The Balloon Boys.
You got to admit, there's some truth to
It's
that.
kind
It
it's
hurts
also
because
very
there's
funny.
truth to
It's
it.
a lot of
very
game
funny.
left. We'll
You
be
don't
very
think you're an entertainer more than a picker?
I've always said I'm a gambling personality,
Correct. You make balloons.
Right.
but I prep. I prep hard.
I don't think you do.
I think I do.
I don't, think
think
you
you
watch
do.
the games.
How many sheets of prep did you do?
Well, I have the Excel sheet.
Oh, okay.
How many did
5
Katie
of
do?
these. What?
Let's see Katie's sheets.
Katie
Let me
did-
see Katie's sheets.
Count Katie's sheets.
No, the other ones.
This
the
one?
updated ones.
How many did you do, and how many did she do?
2.
No, the updated ones. Pass me the updated ones. Count those. Those are the updated ones.
Oh, this one?
How many
Here's-
did Katie
Yeah,
do?
there's like 8 or 9.
How many did you do?
3 or 4.
Can I see the Katie sheets? Can you
Sure.
show? No, the other one.
The other one? Yeah.
Or give me yours. Give me yours with the notes
I used
on
to
it.
send out a newsletter
Give
for
me the one with your notes
You
on it.
used to.
This one?
You used
Oh,
to.
this
You coulda. You shoulda. You woulda. You used to.
No, I did. But
I
when
know,
you don't
but
get
back
recognized,
before you had all
I delete
blows,
that. Every week I delete that.
back before you had all blows, I will admit you had some credibility.
All right, so Rico, my problem with you is I'm a rider, as everyone knows. I take every pick. The TCU text, that's unacceptable. For people who don't know, Rico texted me.
Squeezed it out of me. I was just
Rico
saying the guy
texted
was
me
hurt.
saying Kansas State quarterback is out, unannounced. I didn't ask for a text. He said that, and I said, okay, so what side do you lean? And he said, I'm not taking it, but my TCU whisperer, who was locked in on TCU last year, loves TCU. I didn't even look at that game. I bet TCU. They were never in it. Don't send that text. Is that fair?
You wanted the pick. I was more telling you the guy was out.
Is that fair, though?
No, it wasn't.
You
fair.
started the text.
started.
Unsolicited.
How many times are we going to listen to this TCU guy? This guy's
Yeah, the
wrong
TCU
for a
guy
living.
sucks.
It's not
See, he's
terrible.
laughing.
Yeah.
Balloons for everybody.
That's,
He's not
okay,
terrible.
So that's my other point. That's the other point. And I'm being nice to Rico today because I'm a rider, as everyone knows.
I'm a rider.
Do the riders actually bet Rico's
Nope.
picks?
Then they
Because
get balloons.
I've never seen the celebration that occurred on Saturday night for a negative day. That is actually the third or fourth negative week in a
Well, they
row.
were celebrating not being dead.
Dan, there's very
Right, but
there's,
they doesn't- I
there's
don't
very
celebrate
few
negative.
people who could bet games and be a rider and follow all his picks who would still be a rider beside you and I.
Right.
Because you'd
We're
be in fear,
riders.
you'd want to kill him.
Right. I do sometimes. I really
Because
do.
the picks are that bad. But
Right.
that's why as a rider I know I'm here for the show.
Right. And as a rider, I care about you. Rider
As
till
do
I
I.
die.
All right. Your Twitter campaign would say otherwise.
What Twitter campaign? That
All
you're a
the-
balloon boy?
Yeah.
You are.
I wouldn't say that.
And now you just look at me, but
Well, I'm a rider.
who
Right.
released
See, that's the
but
thing.
who released the 6 balloon memes against it like he did?
I said that to not to make sure people
So you
delete
look
it.
at me. So he released them, but you look at me.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
He says
Explain
he's
that-
a rider.
Well,
It's like saying no offense.
Right,
First. It's like Larry David.
Well, I am. I don't say it. I
And
practice what I
now,
preach.
I have said 10 times I'm a rider.
Yeah,
but
but
you're
you-
like, but you
you-
do the campaign, but he released them all.
You also
What's the difference? Why do you not hold him accountable when he does
I
fight
do.
you?
because
No, you don't. You just stare at me.
Well, you
No.
love tweeting him out right away.
He did it first.
yeah, but you also you faded him. You faded him.
That's because I'm a rider.
Yeah, I take offense to that. That's an insult pick.
It is.
It's not an insult.
It
pick.
is an insult
It's so
pick.
I can
Get that hatred out your heart, son.
Yeah, it's an insult
Rico,
pick.
if I took your picks, I'd hate you. It's the only way for me to continue to be a rider.
Well, when I get hot, you can't jump on the train.
I'm a rider.
I am. I will be there. I've already. Well, the train doesn't.
He just
I've already had to
stares at
sell
me.
the
I don't know
train.
if it's he won't look at you.
No, I know he won't.
It's just a natural.
I've
No, it won't.
I've sold the train for parts, so the train doesn't run anymore. I've had to
runs.
sell the engine,
It runs.
all the coal, everything.
I like
Shovels.
Rico. I'm a rider. I fade his picks so I can maintain a rider. He's a clown. You released the memes first. I just was like, oh, these are funny memes.
You kept on releasing the memes though.
No, I
You
didn't.
got really lucky with Clemson. I can't believe you middled that.
Yeah, I middled that.
Incredible. So let's
Thank
recap.
you, Rico. Thank you, Rico Bosco.
Yes,
They were trying to score.
Thank you, Rico. I know. I watched.
Fuck.
That-
You must have listened to us talk about it. I know you weren't watching.
I
Thank you,
watched
Rico Bosco.
Dan. We were live texting about Charlotte. 2 games going that
Yeah.
night. Clemson not scoring really hurt me.
All right. Anything big from last weekend that you wanted to talk about? Georgia's defense legit. We'll get to that game. Dave, you had your Clemson middle. You also had the BC Pitt game, which was incredible.
Missed extra point. I had money line. It was that middle for, I've told a couple times, one of my crazier wins. So I took Clemson Miami over at 58.5. Then I saw that Rico Bosco also was in the over. So I'm like, oh, I can't have the over because
You're a rider.
I'm a rider and I don't want to hate him. And the balloon boy has the. So I switched it to the under, bet double. And by the time I did it, the line moved to 60. So I had under 60, over 58.5, land on 59. Unbelievable.
That's
Well,
stuff
not
dreams are made
unbelievable.
of.
59 is a major football number.
That's true. But that's stuff dreams are made of.
Pretty unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
If it was going to land on a number, it's more likely to land on a football number than not a football
59's a football number?
Yeah.
Primary?
Primary.
Wow. What about 57?
Yeah.
Primary?
No.
No.
Well, it's
30
56 definitely is. So what's 59
Yeah.
not? I
59
mean, 56, 59, so 57.
57's 30, 27. Yeah.
So
Close.
every number is then now a football number.
Well, there's primary and secondary.
Primary and secondary.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Pat Hill update. Where's the sheet? Do I have a sheet, Dylan?
All right. Dave is 31, 24, and 2. He's sitting at 56%. Big Cat's 40, 34, and 2. He's at 54%.
Bad weekend for me.
Rico's 28, 31, and 1, 47% within striking distance.
Okay.
Oh, you know who says that? Stu Feiner. Mm-hmm. That's
Does he?
Yeah, so you're going to school, Stu Feiner's school of being in last place, striking
Also,
distance.
Nah, it'll be
Rico,
fun.
which do you care more about? Because this is the Pat Hill,
I want the Pat Hill.
but I bet
But it's-
every game I talk about on this show, no matter what, you don't bet everything that you put into Pat Hill.
No, but that's how it's always been. We've said
Right, but
like it's
which-
swayed towards.
but don't you think that's
I'm at
a
a
little, like-
disadvantage with this?
But don't you think that's a little like, I don't know.
I just noticed the shirt he's wearing.
What does it say?
even know.
What does it say? Oh, see, and now the Ryders are going to be like, oh my God.
It's a TBT Fighting Alumni Championship commemorative shirt. The Fighting Alumni beat Team Barstool that year.
I didn't
Did
even
they?
notice that, Dave.
I didn't know. I went to a wedding with a couple of these guys, so they were.
Why don't you
Nice
Why don't
guys.
you flip through the your sheets there? Maybe sheet 4 or 5. That's something we're working on. Yeah, we're gonna tweet that out after the show. It's a new podcast we're gonna do. What's it called? Why don't you read it for the people?
I don't do
No,
that.
read it for the people.
Not part of my contract.
Rico,
I
read it
told
for the
you, we
people. See, now this is what the Riders don't understand,
I don't even-
in which I am one, and
What are
Dave
we
is as
looking
well.
at?
Rico thinks that
What
he's
are we looking at?
I
unprovoked.
don't know.
Yeah, explain
Why
to
am
the
I being
people.
provoked?
You
It's that
provoked us
picture,
with the
Dave.
Fighting Alumni. I didn't even know that. Or the Notre Dame.
I grabbed whatever. It matched the
Yeah.
pants,
Okay.
the shoes.
What-
Yeah.
what-
so,
what is- I
so
don't-
for people who don't know the context, Rico's wearing a shirt
what
of
is
the
this?
team that beat us and cost Dave and I like $100,000. Oh,
Men
is that
of,
Men of
Men
Honor?
of Honor.
Oh, wow.
Rico Bosco and Jeff Nadeau.
Is that a podcast?
Can we zoom in on this fucking
And they're
thing?
giving each other the side eye?
College
Wow.
basketball podcast?
That looks good. Electric.
No chance.
Why?
That's electric.
What?
Why?
There's already a cover art
And a sponsor.
and a sponsor. We already sold it. 5 ads.
People want it. They know people listen.
5 ads.
We've negotiated that though.
Who
but 5
negotiated
ads.
it?
Me and you.
Negotiate what?
I don't do that. It's part of the deal.
What deal? It's not in the fine print, though.
5 ads, Rico.
I guess you win then. You got. What did I say? Right? I kind of sniffed it out the whole way through. Hooters house. Get them on camera. We'll give a little trail, and then it goes right into a mousetrap.
Rico.
So that's fine. It was a good 7-week run. It was a good
Rico.
8-year run. It's fine.
Look at this, Rico.
It's all good.
Look
That
at
looks
this.
great.
What did I say? I'd rather die than ever be in a room with that person.
Why?
I'm just telling you right now.
He's willing to make amends.
Fine.
Men of honor.
I
Okay,
talked to
that's
him
fine.
and said, Jeff,
To do.
if you can like swallow your pride and apologize to Rico and say I'm in the wrong and never trash him again, I think I can get this show made. And he's like, yeah, I'll do whatever. I'm content.
Of course he will. He wants a fucking star. I've been on the varsity team for 8 years. He just walked in the door. I told you. It's not how I
This
operate.
is the most in-demand thing we have.
Okay.
People want to see you.
Then it better be in demand for somewhere else because I ain't
Why?
doing it.
Why won't you do this?
There's no chance. I
Why?
told you.
6 ads. We sold 6 ads.
Why?
What?
Why?
We're the same guy.
Me and you?
Yeah.
But
You would go eat a
tell me
cheese
why.
boy?
Dave's doing a fucking podcast with a TikToker.
It's true.
He will do
doesn't
anything.
hate. He doesn't hate him though.
No, but he'll do anything
I
for
will
the
do
team.
anything for the team.
The
Does
team,
the
the
show
team,
is
the
Stu
team.
I'm not
Finer.
that guy.
He does a show with Stu Finer. He hates Stu
but
Finer.
you haven't given me a reason why you hate him.
What?
You haven't given me a reason why you hate Nadeau.
There's a multiple of reasons, but I'm a team guy. I'm not going to add. It's
So
bad
then
for.
be a team player.
Okay.
How many reasons? You say 400?
Yeah. 405 maybe.
No, he's actually lost a lot of weight. Give him credit for that. At least give him credit for that. Now we're talking about obesity,
this.
which is a problem in America.
This is #1 hit.
like, give him credit for that.
You don't think this is going to be a hit?
No.
We're talking about stress
Wait,
on
time
the
out.
health care system.
You
No,
know it would be a hit, but you don't want to do it.
No, I know for a fact it won't be a hit.
Why?
I wouldn't do it. I have no. It's
But
not-
that's because you won't do it. But if you did, it would be a hit.
It would
I
be
don't
a-
think so.
Why?
It's like the Beatles getting back together.
No.
Yeah.
The Beatles were never together in the first place.
What do you mean?
Rico's right.
What?
Like you have to be together in the first place.
They were never the Beatles.
We were never the Beatles.
So the Beatles getting back
This
together.
would be like the creation of the Beatles.
Right. The first time.
I disagree.
Why? You're the only one who disagrees.
Literally the only one in the world. Even the Ryders.
The Riders want
The
to see it.
Ryders want to see it.
I disagree.
Okay, well, all right. So if all the Ryders in this room who want to see it, raise your hand. Dylan, Katie, Dave, myself, all of us Ryders, we all want to
right.
see it. 4 to 3.
Yes?
So fuck no. Tell me what you want to do. I mean, I'm just saying you want to see it. All right, whatever.
This is like the image podcast image has come to life.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll just stick with Rico doing terrible picks and call it a day.
Are you going to pay for Trig's time to make this?
Yeah.
He spent
Invoice
3
me.
weeks making this.
Fine.
He wants to do a college
It's $10,000
podcast with
a
who?
day.
Marty Mush and who? Like he's our best college basketball.
Jake Moore.
Sorry, what? Who are you doing with?
Honestly, Nadeau is our best college basketball guy, so I think he's priority for college basketball. That's
Sharp.
why we hired him.
All right, whatever you say.
All right.
All right. It's disappointing. I thought you were a team guy.
I am a team guy.
Whatever I got to do for the team. That's what you told me.
Within reason.
Okay. I mean, of college pads, whatever.
By
College
the way,
basketball
just one
podcast.
question. One question.
Sure.
One trivia question. Take it. I want you to look at this long and hard. Just for all right. Who do you think made this?
Triggs.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is
That's
responsible
true.
for this?
Triggs.
Who are you gonna hold responsible for this?
Where's the
Jim Bree is going to be a difficult conversation on Sunday. Let's just say that. I know where. I know.
No, you don't, because this'll just be added to the things, the list of things.
well, it's for the
I get
show.
it. Everything
For the
I do,
show.
I'm held responsible. Everything Dan does, I'm held responsible for. This will 100% be on my checklist.
That was an insult podcast image.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now
It's a nice image.
No, it's not.
It's a nice image.
is.
Men of Honor. That's a great name.
It's not happening.
That's a great name. I'll executive produce.
Whatever
Boom.
you want.
I'll put my time
Sure.
into it.
All right.
All right, let's do some games. Let's do some picks. Let's do it all. And again, I actually wasn't even going to make you look at that until you wore the Notre Dame Fighting Alumni TBT. It's not even like he's wearing a Notre Dame shirt. You're literally wearing a shirt of the team that cost me and Dave $100,000. And Ryders will cry and say that we're being mean. And Rico's dad will stop listening after 3 minutes. Instead, you're just coming in. Like next week, just wear a swastika, dude.
No.
Just do it.
Well,
Just wear a swastika.
he basically did that
Yeah.
on, remember, he
With the
bought
H-Man.
meat on, he's
Yom
like,
Kippur,
hey,
yeah.
Yom Kippur.
Yeah, just do it. Just might as well get it out of the way, right?
No, that's horrible.
Okay.
I don't condone that.
Yeah,
stuff.
well, it's not too far off. Notre Dame is not that far off in our eyes because we lost a lot of money. That was a great party that Dave
Just
had planned
matched.
that night.
I know.
Dave had a great party that
Rico
night.
They gave to me.
spent-
Friends with them.
If Rico spent even like 1/100th of the energy on actually watching football and making picks as he did creating his T-shirts and wardrobe, he may actually be 500.
It's true. It's true. Energy poorly spent by you.
It's a statement week. We'll be fine.
By the way, I heard that you don't watch college football so much that you didn't even know Tulsa's stadium name.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, it was dark. It was in black. It's tough.
You don't watch college football. Jeff D'Lo told me, and I was like, he doesn't watch it. The name of the stadium is Skelly Field. He doesn't know that.
It's crazy when the Ryders call me Scott. Like, I am a rider.
I'm day one rider. Couldn't be more of a rider. All right, let's do some games. UNC at FSU, game one. We had Florida and LSU on the card, but it's going to get canceled most likely. UNC minus, I think right now it's minus 13, over under 61.5. Rico, why don't you start?
The over is on the card for me.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm done fading UNC. They're really good. They play fast. They'll carry this total. I think if I get 49 from them, I'm fine. So FSU give a good effort against Notre Dame last week. I'll also take
I mean, it was a
box
muffed
score. Box.
It was a muffed kick.
But they didn't roll over.
No, they didn't roll
Me
over.
and
But I
Brandon
don't
were
think
talking
they
about.
were
He gave
great.
the under.
What's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
total?
Total is now it's up to 64. I have.
Okay.
I'll take that over. I'm also going to take UNC for the
Okay.
Pat Hill.
Okay. I also like UNC in this game. It's going to be on my card. I think UNC kind of found something with Virginia Tech as well. That offense, I mean, they were just going up and down the field. Although Virginia Tech had that moment where it looked like they were going to maybe get back into it. But UNC, like they started slow the season against Syracuse. Who they play week 2 or their second game?
They got.
Yeah, it was COVID,
for
but like
bets.
who they play the
Last
second?
week they played Virginia Tech. It's been Syracuse and Virginia Tech. It's just been
No, they've had
so.
3 games.
This.
Who'd they play? Fuck. I'm trying to think because I
How
bet
do I
them.
not know this?
I bet them. All right, I'll find it. Either way, I like
Oh,
UNC.
Boston College.
That's
Sorry.
right. That's right. And they actually struggled a little bit, but then they found themselves against Virginia Tech, even though Virginia Tech did have a couple players out. But I'll take UNC as well. Dave, what is your pick?
I'm going to take Florida State in the under.
I just want to make sure. Are you a rider?
I'm a rider, and I hate Florida State. I've bet against them, I think, every single week for the last 2 years. I also generally don't bet unders. I generally am an over guy. But I'm just feeling a little something in the air today that's making me think Seminoles may play this team a little bit tougher and maybe not as many points as the experts think. So I'm going to go with Florida State in the under.
The experts do think there's a lot of points in this game.
Yeah.
That is absolutely what we've heard.
64 is the high total.
Okay, so I got UNC. Rico's got UNC in the over, and Dave has FSU and the under. All right, next game, let's go to Clemson, Georgia Tech. Clemson, my lock of the week last week, killed Miami. That game was never close.
No.
Rico,
They needed that.
Good job
field
on the
goal
first
block.
half.
Yeah.
Good job on
Wish
the
I
first
took
half.
the game, too.
Yeah. But we now have Georgia Tech coming off of an upset win against Louisville. That game was sloppy. That was, Friday night? I think that was your lock of the week, Dave, the over in that game, which also hit.
Winner.
Dave, what do you think about this game? Who do you like? Or do you want me to go to Rico first?
Yeah, let's just throw to Rico.
Okay, Rico, go ahead.
We all know I'm wrong on Clemson every which way. Coming off of a big win, I'm still going to take – it's probably a spot to take Georgia Tech. I'm going to take Clemson. I have no opinion on the total. I don't know if I trust Georgia Tech to score on Clemson.
Thank God, because I love the over. So I was
Yes,
hoping.
I do too.
I was hoping that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go in for it. I'm a rider. But I like the over 63.5. That would be my pick on the game as far as the side. I really don't have an opinion, so I guess I'll just flip a coin and go Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia Tech seems like the right pick there.
It's a coin
Yeah.
coin flip.
What is
Grudge Dave. Full
is
effect.
63?
What are you talking about?
You're grudging. Your
I'm not,
picks are.
I have no grudge against you. Fade?
You're so narcissistic.
Are you insinuating fade?
You think
Essentially,
Dave
yeah.
can't come up with his own card?
No, he can.
Last time I saw somebody fade Rico, Paul, he went like 6-1.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. And then he hopped on it for the Marcus Smart first shot made, and he hit that.
Yeah, we mistakenly celebrated because I was so happy to hit one.
I do. Yeah, whatever.
that
I'll
kind
just
of day.
stick with it. Georgia Tech in the over.
What is 63 a football number?
49-14.
Okay, so it is a football number. So should I buy that half point?
No.
I'll just take 63.5. Over 63.5 is my pick as well. Next game, Louisville and Rico's Notre Dame, which I don't understand, Dave. Can you answer me a question here? A little thought starter. Rico doesn't like State Penn.
Correct.
He doesn't like who else? Ohio State, State Ohio. Yet he will wear a shirt of Notre Dame, and the coach of Notre Dame has had some doot-to-doos in the past, to say the least.
Yes.
Seems like a floating moral scale, if you will.
That was a tough, windy day. Yeah, it
A
was tough.
floating moral scale for Rico and the Riders.
Yeah.
These are all the basketball guys. Basketball team, they graduate. Mike Bray's been there forever. I
So
read his book.
You'd call him Penn State basketball?
Well, I had a kid who played there. I know a friend who played there.
So you'd call him Penn State basketball?
I
Say
would
the words
consider
Penn
it.
State basketball.
Yeah, they haven't done anything wrong.
Say the words Penn State basketball.
Penn State basketball.
Okay, we're gonna isolate that and just have it be Penn
didn't
State.
the state pen go all the way to like the AD and whatnot?
Oh, good point, Dave.
Right. But I don't know. See, you're trapping me.
I didn't trap you. I asked you
I
some
obviously don't
questions.
hate the whole school. Yeah, the AD.
I asked you a couple questions. The
Joey?
athletic department is basketball part of athletic
I
department?
believe it is last time I checked.
Basketball team was practicing while that shit was going on. Confirmed. They're on
Okay.
another side of campus.
Okay. All right. Louisville at Notre Dame.
Joey's in hell. Joey was making all the calls anyway.
Rico is wearing his Notre Dame shirt, insult shirt. Notre Dame minus 17, over under 64. I'll start, and then we'll go to Rico. I love Notre Dame. It's on my card, minus 17. I think Louisville's offensive line stinks. Notre Dame has a great defensive line. Notre Dame also found a little something. Their offense is kind of moving now. Louisville's lost. I'm taking Notre Dame.
Cunningham's hurt as well, banged up. I'd lead Notre Dame as well.
Oh.
So that's a lean though. That's not a pick.
Yeah,
no,
what's
I
your
have
pick?
to I'm taking Notre Dame.
Fuck. I'm gonna stick with Notre Dame. I really do like Notre Dame here, but I also like the over. They're both on my card.
I like the over as well.
I worry a little bit with-
Siding with it, put that on my card.
Good. You don't have to finish, but that was good enough for me.
Fine.
What are you worried about?
No,
Just Notre Dame
It
last
doesn't matter.
week.
Last
They're
week.
very
what?
overrated.
thank you.
They
Oh,
don't-
what did you say, Katie?
They're
She
very
just
overrated.
slapped Rico across the
Well,
face.
no, I said this about UNC too. We talked about this before.
Well, you're right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I
correct,
don't
yeah.
think I'm not saying Notre Dame's bad, but they haven't deserved the number 4 spot. Same with UNC. Nothing has been like, oh my God, they're amazing.
Yep.
Kind of only Clemson's alone by
Yeah,
themselves.
so what did Rico say that you?
I
correct?
just was worried that they were looking past Florida State. This is the game they circle. The defense comes to play this game where they didn't last week. So I would worry a little bit about that over. But Dave loves it, so. All right.
Okay. Next up, we've got. So wait, what are you on? Notre Dame and the
Notre
over?
Dame. No,
And
no
the
play
over.
on the over.
Texas A&M versus Mississippi State. Rico.
Mississippi State. And I think they can win the game outright.
I kind of agree.
This is the laws of averages.
They
We've talked about it, and I always miss these opportunities. Team looks great. Keep buying. Stock eventually goes down.
I just, if you look at the game against Kentucky, I mean, they scored 2 points. Terrible game. 6 turnovers, 6 interceptions, 70 passes. Kentucky wasn't great. Kentucky barely, I think Mississippi State outgained them by like 150 yards, and they won 24-2. That one is a statistical anomaly, and you got Texas A&M coming off a huge home win, first time they beat a top 5 team in like 20 years.
Basically under Fisher.
Yeah, under Fisher, but as a school, I think too.
Yeah, could be.
It's been a very long time at home.
Who's A&M got next week? It might fit into a perfect sandwich spot.
I think it's a bye.
Oh, it is? All right, then it doesn't.
All right, I'm gonna take Mississippi State as well. I'm gonna take +7. So if it's 6.5, by the half point, because that's a football number. Is 7 a football number?
7's a football number.
Primary or secondary?
Primary.
Primary. Okay.
I would take, you know what, for the Pat Hill, give me Mississippi State and the over.
Okay. Add the
Based
over.
on what I saw in Texas A&M's defense. They were still moving up and down on them.
I'll go A&M in the under.
You have any rationale on that, or are you just going to
Yeah,
keep?
I do. It just came to me.
Okay.
He's a rider.
I am a
What do
rider.
you want?
What?
He's a rider.
He's a rider.
As am I.
I like when something like this happens. You want the rationale? I always miss these games. I never do something this way, but I'm going to change what I've been doing for 100 years and try to get on the right side. It's very rare that you can pull that off.
Yeah.
So when somebody's like, I never do it this way, but I'm going to do it this way for the first time, I like to fade that, philosophy.
Yeah. It's in gambling, you either are or you aren't. And what I mean by that is
Yes.
you're either a sharp guy or you're not. You can't go back and forth.
And not only that, it whether it be horse racing, blackjack, are you a win better? Or do you do win play show? You can't be like, this race I'm doing win, the next I'm doing win
Right.
play show. Do I surrender in blackjack or do I not? You can't pick it. You got to be who you are at all times because that's the law of averages. So if I have a guy, he makes balloons, let's just say, for his pastime. Hypothetically speaking, he's like, I've always done it this way, but for the first time ever, I'm going to do it this way. I like to bet against this hypothetical balloon maker who is doing something new for the first time. That's why I made the pick I did.
Smart rationale. Thoughts, Rico?
Well, the games are decided on the field. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We know where Dave, he's skewed. He's got too much hatred in his heart.
We got to let it out.
I am an all-time rider.
All right. We'll see.
I'm an all-time rider.
All-time rider.
I'm 1A.
I am an all-time
1B
rider.
maybe.
You just haven't renewed your membership for this
No,
season.
no. I have never been happier with you because, Dan,
It's true.
You
He
were
was
with
very
me.
happy.
You were with me on Saturday.
He was very happy.
I couldn't have been. I had one of the great days I've had, and I have a rider to thank for
I
it.
saw that clip. Dan's like, yeah, we got to get more. Dave's like, get more out of him.
No, Dave was I was very upset because I actually am such a rider that I actually
Correct.
trust you.
So you were mad, and
Yeah.
I was happy.
Yeah.
So I've done this in a way now.
found
Rico.
a way.
Rico, I light up like a Christmas tree when I see you coming down. It's like, there he is. There's my guy.
It sucks because I'm jealous, and similar to the conversation we just had, I'm
Correct.
jealous of Dave for figuring this out. I can't switch though, because if I
committed.
switch, you're going to get hot, and I'm going to ruin it for everyone.
Correct.
So really, I'm
stuck.
the hero here. Yeah, I'm stuck in the hole.
Yeah.
With Rico, no way out. Dave is up at the top of the hole,
I'm having
eating
a great,
lobster
yeah,
and steak.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Georgia at Alabama, the best game of the night of the weekend. Alabama -6. Over under I think is 49. I want to say. 57. I was gonna say 59. 57. Rico.
Love the over. The SEC is the Big 12. These big-time games, it's not. They're not going to be running in the trenches anymore. We've seen them air it out.
Does Georgia's defense not make you reconsider that?
I think Alabama's going to be throwing it so many times that they'll still give it up. I love the over in this one. And Georgia's defense, good. Tennessee gashed them a little bit last week.
They held Tennessee scoreless in the second half. It was-
Absolutely did not gash him. There was 2 defensive touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's an all blow.
That's
I
mean, that's an all game.
Watch that game.
What did
All
you
blow. Did you watch the game?
Did you watch the game?
Yeah, you did. There's no way you could say Tennessee gashed them.
They gashed them in the second half.
No.
I mean,
No.
sorry.
Oh,
the
we
other
just
way.
said
God.
yeah.
Georgia killed them in the second half.
0 points the second half. Did you see how Tennessee scored?
Yeah.
Did you?
You didn't.
You didn't. You're
It's
lying.
not
my
fucking.
God, Rico.
There's a lot. I'm sweating out Charlotte's Clemson. It doesn't comprehend. I watched the game.
It doesn't
Rico.
comprehend.
Doesn't. It
Rico.
doesn't.
What does that
it
mean?
didn't
You just
click
lie.
right away.
You don't know what
no,
happened.
I didn't lie.
Well, did you know how Tennessee scored?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, I think it was a block punt.
No, well, so
They scored on the first play of the game, sack touchdown.
Sack touchdown.
7-0 before
7-0.
you blinked.
Then Georgia went for it. Georgia thought it was 3rd and 1. It was 4th and 1, which I've never seen anything like this. They went for it, didn't get it. Tennessee, next play, took a deep shot, hit it.
And so they started the drive at the third.
So that was 14 of their 21 points. They had
gashed them.
That changes it.
200
Well,
and-
but just admit you didn't watch it.
No, it gets lost in the shuffle.
What does that mean?
But you can't say declarative things like that.
So then I was
Gashed.
wrong. All right.
They had 214 total yards.
You said they gashed them. You
Minus
made a pick
one.
based on gashing.
-1 in rushing. They had -1 rushing yards.
I
They were
hand
4
up.
for 17
but just
on,
say-
on
I was
3rd
wrong.
down.
So, but it's not. No.
This
There's
is
a
why it's
difference-
tough being a rider,
Correct.
Dave.
I was
There's a
wrong.
shift. You
There's
trust
a
what he says,
difference
but you can't.
between being wrong and lying. You just lied.
Didn't lie.
This is why it's
I
hard,
misremembered.
man. I go to sleep every night.
You
and
have
I
no
hope-
idea. You don't know what happened in that game. You
misremembered.
didn't watch the game. It's okay. You have all blows. Let you make balloons. I get it. But don't get on here. And people are going to be like, Dave's being mean to Rico right now. I'm not. You just said Georgia kind of got gashed by Tennessee. That's just totally a lie.
We watched the entire game. We watch every game. It was
And it's not like
44-21,
I
and the 21 was a
misremember.
fluke.
If you watch that game, you know it was 7-0, literally like 5 seconds
Knew
in.
that right off the get-go.
Well,
That's why the halftime was close.
They were up. Tennessee was up at halftime.
we just said what happened. So you're like, well, it was.
All right.
Just admit it. Admit it.
I fucked up.
No. No. There's fucking up, there's misremembering, and there's lying. You didn't watch that game.
I did watch that game.
Rico.
I fucked up.
You didn't watch that game.
Why do you lie to the Riders?
You always watch the SEC 3:30.
Why do you
game.
lie to the Riders?
I don't lie to the Riders.
You didn't watch the game.
Yes, I did.
Then how did
It
you
wasn't
think,
my primary.
Then how do you think Tennessee
Flip.
gashed them?
What?
How do you think
I fucked up. It was close at halftime. Scoreboard. It was. I was.
Did you watch
scoreboard.
the game?
Yes.
You didn't.
They killed him in the
Didn't watch
second
the
half.
game.
You didn't watch
You
the
didn't watch the
fucking game.
Yes, I did.
You
Then
watched
how?
the game.
You always watch it.
You didn't.
Rico,
did.
Rico. Let me read you the
Give me the
Tennessee
stats.
drives. First drive, 3 plays, 7 yards. Second punt. Second drive, 8 plays, 20 yards, punt. Third drive, 6 plays, 18 yards, punt. Fourth drive, 1 play, 36 yards. The one play
That
I was
was off the
talking about.
turnover.
Fifth drive, 6 plays, 67 yards, touchdown. So that was the only time you could potentially say that Tennessee looked good. Where is that in gashing? Second half, 3 plays, -10 yards, fumble. 3 plays, 9 yards, interception. 6 plays, 15 yards, punt. 3 plays, -17 yards, punt.
All right.
3 plays, 2 yards, punt. 3
All right.
plays, -5 yards,
To
fumble,
say
touchdown.
they gashed
Okay.
them
6 plays,
Fuck
20
up.
yards, down long
inaccurate
distance.
statement.
There it is. All right.
So
Fucked
just
up.
admit you. No, you didn't fuck up. You lied.
I didn't lie.
Rico, you didn't watch the game.
You got Gary Danielson, Brad Nessler. I don't never not watch the SEC.
Oh, you
game.
know who does a 3:30 SEC call?
Never
Do you know the theme song?
Yeah.
That will prove that you watched it.
Rico, how can we be riders if you're gonna? Everyone listening knows you lied. Be a man of honor. Men of honor.
Will the Riders say it? Do you think the Riders will admit that you've let them down in this moment?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say you let
Why
me down.
can't you admit it?
Because I watched it. It
no.
gets lost in the fucking shuffle.
Wrong.
There's a lot going on.
There,
wrong.
You don't get that lot. People are gonna say we're picking on them. We're doing this. You are lying right now. Everyone listening, know you can't watch. Did you hear what he just read?
Yeah.
How many total yards did you say they had
They had
240.
214
in
yards.
a college football game?
All right.
College football.
All right.
Just
Fucked
say
up.
it. No, you didn't fuck up.
Yeah, I did fuck
You're
up.
making me
keep
mad.
Yeah, I
saying
did.
that.
You're making me mad. You're lying.
I'm not lying.
You did
fucked
watch
up.
the game, Rico.
I did watch the game. I didn't watch every play.
You didn't watch any of the
Hank
plays?
knows you're fucking lying.
Not
mean,
fucking
come on.
lying.
You're lying.
Come on.
Where do you sit on the total? I still love the over.
You're a fucking liar.
Not fucking lying.
Why
I
do you
did
love
the-
them? Because they gashed
No, not
Georgia?
'cause
There's
they
a
gashed
lot
them.
of things that people have said about you, but lying's not one of them. But you're a liar.
Can't say that.
But you are.
I'm not.
How many plays did you watch of the game?
75%.
No,
Fucking Rico. Rico.
You can't possibly say Georgia's
You
defense
got to
got
count
gashed.
for the flips.
No.
You got to count for the flips.
No.
75% of the game,
And
and
Georgia's
you
defense
thought
got gashed.
that's impossible.
All right.
Impossible.
So
Fucked
that
up.
you watch, that means if you, let's give you the benefit of the doubt, you saw the one drive that they went, other than that, it's 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and that you,
Clouded memory.
They're up
Still
at
sweat out
halftime.
Clemson.
do you have an issue?
What? No.
Like a memory issue.
A little bit. But you have, yeah, I have a little memory. It's a memory issue.
I'm going to say something
There's
that
a lot
I don't
up there.
want to have
No,
to say.
don't say it. Say it to me, not to Rico.
For the first time ever, I'm questioning whether I want to be a rider.
Wow. What the fuck?
I can take a lot of things. I can't take lying.
Wow.
Maybe this is a long con by Rico to get out of the Men of Honor podcast by showing that he's
Hank, I know you're an all-time rider.
Not as big as me and Dave. Well, somewhere around
Do
there.
you think Rico is lying about how much of the Tennessee-Georgia game he watched?
I mean, if he was flicking, he might not have been 75%. It might be more like 50, 65. Depends on how much he was flicking.
So you think he's telling the truth?
Yes.
Dave, I'm
And
gonna
that
say something.
this is the blind allegiance.
Yeah. I don't think Rico watched any of the game. I don't think he watched this.
I don't think he watched.
I don't even think he
any
knows
of
what
it.
who is wearing which color.
Who's the quarterback at Tennessee?
The kid Garetano.
All right, good answer.
Who's the
That
quarterback at
surprised me.
Georgia?
But he doesn't.
That new kid. They're not starting Danielson.
Did you
The third.
Yeah.
fourth?
What the hell's his name? Brandon knows it off the
Did
top
you
of
think
his
it was
head.
weird
Stetson
that
Bennett.
Stenson.
Georgia didn't have fans and every other SEC team does?
No, that place was packed.
He
It wasn't packed, but
He
that
didn't
was,
watch
he
75
he looked in my eyes
Yeah, he
and
did.
saw the trick.
No, you didn't. No, I know. You could smell that trick coming. But
Yeah.
he
I didn't have a lot of action on the 3:30 game, so that was a flip. I got to read the teams. I got to read a little about this team, a little of this team.
75%.
And I was sweating out TCU with Dan.
That's fine.
I had to
You can
keep
watch
my
other
eye on
games.
that.
It would be like me
So all right,
saying
so
like
you
I
lose.
watched,
So you lose a little bit when you get a little of everything.
it would be like
It was
me.
a defensive masterpiece.
Yeah, it would be like me
Okay.
saying I watched 75% of Schindler's List. Man, that's a funny movie.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you did.
All right, fucked up. Fucked up. Fucked up. I still think this is a big game, and the offense has come to deliver.
That's the thing. You might be right on the over.
I'm taking the
but
over.
the process is the results now have nothing to do with the process, and that's the disappointing part.
Well,
because
I
the
mean-
riders, we always thought the process, the money's in the crumbs, do the
yes.
research, figure it out.
A
This
little
is-
throwaway line is he actually, before Katie corrected him, said Tennessee, I think, had a big second half. What did he say that you corrected?
Well, I just said that Tennessee was scoreless in the second half.
There's something that,
Yeah.
20 Georgia won 24.
but there's
straight.
something that provoked you to say that.
I don't.
Yeah.
He said something about the second half. He's like, well, Tennessee second half. You're like, well, they got shut out in the second
I mean,
half.
I will give Rico credit. Like for the first half, I was very like Tennessee went like score wise. Like I know sometimes not the conventional,
But
They
that
were
would
giving-
be-
But I never thought
that would
like,
be somebody who's not watching the game.
Yeah,
Let me
I-
put it this way, Dan.
Yes,
Let me put it
I
this
know
way.
exactly what he's going to say because I will back him up.
I bet
Yes.
Tennessee money line, and I had Tennessee spread.
Yes.
I got out of it.
And I bet
I canceled it in the first half.
And I bet Georgia minus 12, and I never for a second thought about getting out of my
That's
bet.
when Tennessee was winning. I'm like, I
Yeah.
am getting the fuck out of
He
this.
got out of it.
Because anybody, we watched it. We're
Yes.
like, we literally said
first
Georgia's
play,
moving
yeah.
ball, Tennessee can't.
Right. The first play they scored, and we're like, oh, that's interesting. And then it was like, well,
Rico,
that clearly isn't what's going to happen.
So
that momentum had to be on a channel flip.
So
it had to be.
I think you have a couple TVs.
I like Rico.
We
so-
downgraded.
I like Rico.
We go laptop and TV now.
I like Rico so much.
Even with 5 ads.
What other game were you watching
TCU.
that you didn't bet, but you made me bet?
I had to know. You got to get. That's what I say. I got to get action. I got to see these teams.
I forgot how badly that half that I changed my, and
Yeah,
I never
you did.
do that.
You did. You announced it out loud. You're like,
yeah,
I'm out on Tennessee.
I'm like, anybody watching this game, Tennessee cannot move
And I
the
had
ball.
Georgia. I didn't-
They're getting
Yeah.
dominated. I'm getting out. And you say they gashed them.
Gashed.
Bad verb.
You got bad verbed.
Bad verbs.
Love the over in this one, though.
All right.
Why can't you admit it? Jeff Nadeau would admit it.
Of course he would. He'll do anything to be on the varsity team.
Or
already
he's a
said
man
it.
of honor. You don't think he's a man of honor?
No.
The last thing I want to do is switch sides, but I got to think about it. All right, you can wait. You can
like the
you
over.
can announce your pick later. I'm going to take Alabama in this game. I know that Alabama looked terrible against Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin. I think that's more about Ole Miss than it is about Alabama. I think Ole Miss is going to make a lot of people look foolish on the defense this year. And I know that Georgia's defenses look great. I just keep going back to the thought of Stetson Bennett, the fourth, being down in this game. I don't think Georgia's offense has the explosiveness. I don't think they can run the ball. I don't think they can throw it down the field. I think Alabama's defense is going to look a lot better. And guess what? Mac Jones, fun fact, Mac Jones is statistically better than Joe Burrow and Tua right now from last year. Mac Jones is playing great. Now, obviously, that Ole Miss game got crazy.
Yeah, right.
But he still has been playing
right,
great. He's got all Jalen Waddle is probably the best receiver of the guys who just got drafted, including himself. You know what I mean? Like, if you put Jalen Waddle, Henry Ruggs, and Jerry Jeudy all together, Jalen Waddle's incredible. So I think Alabama's got too many horses in this game. And Saban has nice motivation after that Ole Miss game.
Yeah, but I am a believer. If you give up that many points, it's not
But
they're
don't
not
you
that
think,
bad.
Don't you think there are certain games where they just
They
get out of hand?
Yeah,
you
well,
can't put.
yes.
You can't
I
think-
love, by the way,
Yeah.
Saban being like, they may have our play signals. Not that it matters, but that's what I definitely thought happened. Yeah, I agree. But Dan, I don't disagree with you, but that's a lot of points.
6, yeah.
These teams
even I know.
I've been on the business end of betting Georgia money line in the SEC championship. I feel like a million times.
Same.
Where it's like, oh my
Aaron
God.
Murray throwing the
And
ball.
it's like
into the
I'm gonna
ground.
win, I'm
Yeah.
gonna win, I'm gonna
Yep.
win, and then it just falls apart at the very end. But they're all close. Georgia can always play. Georgia has been able to play with the best Alabama teams for the past, I feel like, decade.
Yeah.
I'll take the points here. Cross my fingers that I'm not on the same side, but I'm gonna take Georgia.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying, and I feel it. I just keep thinking to myself.
That's a lot of
You know when
points.
you visualize it? Like, I just keep visualizing Georgia down 7 starting the fourth quarter with the ball, and I just don't see. I don't see.
I also hate.
I don't see them doing that.
I know you took the over. I'm not just saying
Yeah.
this. I'm not going to take it because as SEC goes on. I think that's an underball
Yeah.
because I don't think Georgia has a very good offense.
Right.
So Alabama's defense should step up and be better. And it is college football. And I guess all football. It's kind of what you just said.
Yeah.
You're just getting the momentum of a game.
It just-
you start matching.
the tone.
Correct. Or you grind it, and it's just then you're in a grind game.
Mm-hmm.
I think this will end up being more a grind game than an air it out game.
A little worried at all about Georgia getting gashed last week.
You know, their defense looked weak, giving up maybe the least yards in the history of SEC football.
All right.
It's so simple just to admit.
You didn't watch
You're
I
the
did.
then
I
you're
lost
the
it.
biggest moron in the history. You watched 75% of that game, thought they got gashed.
It's like watching. It would be like if I watch cricket and I'm like, "Oh, this is a fun game to watch." I don't know the rules. I don't know what's going on, and then trying to tell people what happened after. That's what you do when you watch football now.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay. Should we do the cards? This has been a great
Yeah.
show.
It's like that Chiefs Raiders game last Sunday, that second quarter, they're low scoring.
Yeah.
I watched 75% of that second quarter. Did anyone score in that quarter?
I was going to call Glenny. He had a good opportunity for a middle.
But it wouldn't have hit. Would it have?
They didn't really score in the third quarter.
But what did you want to get the middle at?
I think it was third. I think it was.
No, you could definitely middle that.
What was the halftime?
Well,
score? 24-24.
You're saying the
Yeah.
live middle it, correct?
No, just take second half under.
Yeah, he would
Yeah,
have
what
won
was
that.
the second half under?
Easy.
I think it was like 31.
No,
Okay,
he
yeah.
definitely would have won that.
34?
Yeah, it was
Pretty-
fairly
and they didn't
low.
They
score
just
in the
ended
third
up scoring
quarter.
25
That's
points
true. I
second
forgot of the
quarter,
late.
second
Yeah,
half.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It was probably.
I wanted to do that on the Overs Club night, and we would have middled that too.
Dave.
Can you get kicked out of the Overs Club for? Is there an integrity clause
I
in the
think
Overs
so.
Club?
How do I get the thing on there?
I don't think I think we'll rip that off. We'll put it on and rip it off. Dave, Dave has been doing, for anyone who hasn't been following, the $10,000 bets where, so Spider started, he hit his first one, he lost his second one. It's basically you just, winner's ball. So if you keep winning, Dave's going to keep doing $10,000 bets. If you win 10 in a row, you can have $100,000. Glenny's up right now. Will Rico get a shot? If he apologizes?
I think Rico will be great entertainment. It's a big bet. We'd have to put in clauses, contracts, like no hedge, because I see Rico being a hedge guy.
Yeah.
No.
That's for sure a hedge.
Not with something like that. Somebody gives you a gift, you don't ask for the gift receipt.
And then I
think you need an apology.
I would need a lie detector. I need him to take a lie. If Rico will take a lie detector test on this Tennessee-Georgia game,
Yep.
a formal lie detector test, I will put him in line for the $10,000.
And then all you got to do is get hot.
Yeah.
If
Now,
you stay hot.
No. He's got to pass the lie detector test.
That's true. So we'll do it. We'll get a lie detector test at the gambling cave.
You pass that Tennessee-Georgia, you say, I watched 75% of that game. And if it's like, yep, Rico's telling the truth, next up I got Za, I've already announced, but you'll be after Za.
All right.
I can't wait.
We're going to do this? You agree to that?
We'll figure it out.
Well, either agree or
what do you
not.
mean? You have
Come on.
nothing
I'm
to
hoping
hide.
Glenny stays hot.
No,
Like
no,
Glenny
no,
go.
no.
Will
not.
you take a lie detector?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
This should be fun.
This is going to be great. I
right.
love it.
Maybe the most excited I've been.
For a long
It takes
time.
a lot. I've been doing this shit
yes.
for so long. There's very little that gets me excited nowadays. To put Rico Bosco, man of honor.
Wait, Dave. Now, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm just thinking right now, but we do the lie detector test
Correct.
in the gambling cave.
Correct.
If Rico fails, maybe Jeff do?
He's looking at me, but I'm going to throw this to Rico because
I'm just saying maybe he's in line.
theoretically,
You should get his pick before he does a lie detector test, and if he fails it,
because
the dude
theoretically
gets the opposite side.
he's telling the truth, so there's nothing to hide. So
Right.
you should agree to this as well.
I'd have to be out of the house before the other guy comes in, though.
That's fine.
So we're all right. So you agree to it then. If you pass, it's yours. If you fail, that puts Nadu in line.
Only thing, aren't the lie detector tests subjective?
They are.
And there
Thousands.
goes the Ryders.
That's why it's really bad.
That's why they don't hold up in court or whatever.
They really don't.
Well,
so you're kind of loaded.
but
anyway.
if you don't,
plus, where's it? It's probably one of his law firms.
if you're not
Whose law firms?
That's what the
but if you're not lying about it, it doesn't matter.
You think I'm going to set up the lie detector test?
person that reads the
They
lie
put a spider
detector
in Kevin,
can
yeah.
read it anyway.
Right.
That's the concern.
Flawed.
Okay, you know what? You can find the lie detector test. You want to do it?
Well, no, I don't trust that either.
Well,
That would
because
be
I'm
the
going
lie
in thinking he's
detector.
lying.
Right. Are you a man of honor?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do it. I'm third party. I'm unbiased. I'm a rider.
What are you not getting a finite?
Huh?
You're not getting a finite answer. Hank just said it's the same thing. That's why lie
find
detectors are fucked up.
Well, no. Maybe we'll get.
You know what?
And I would probably drop to 65% if before
what
the.
are you gonna say, Dave?
What?
Oh, what was that? Come
I would
again?
say- if I had to drop, like swearing, I'd probably say 65, not 75. Now that I'm thinking of how long those commercials are running, I'm probably dropping to 65.
But that's not. So would you do 75?
No,
That's what I thought.
can't lie.
You already
Man of
failed the
honor.
lie detector test.
Right. That's all. All right.
You got to
That
come
was- that was
clean.
easy.
He got it out of me. He got what he wanted. He got it out of me. A lot of flipping.
Henry, thoughts?
It's a tough day to be a rider, of which I am one.
yeah. I mean, I got nothing else.
Yeah. Listen, we're in a hole. We're in a hole. Through and
We'll be
through.
fine.
We're in a
We'll
hole.
be fine.
I don't
Could
know.
float
if we'll be
out.
fine.
Balloons.
I'm starting to get nervous. This
fine.
hole's never ending. We're digging to China. All right. Let's do our cards.
Okay.
This may be the longest.
It's hilarious though, but it is the longest, but it is also very funny. Rico, you can start.
All right.
Do your card.
Okay.
Give us reasoning as well.
Liberty -3.5. Hugh Freeze is 5-2 on his last 7 on the road.
Where's this game?
What? It's in Syracuse.
Okay.
His last 4 against the spread as a dog. He's 4-1. Hughes has DeVito out, which actually might help them. But their running back, Juwan Jordan, is out. The DBs are banged up. I like Hugh Freeze as a pro coach. I like Liberty to win this one.
They're also missing Andre Sisco out for the year, so that
Thank
helps
you, Katie.
for Syracuse. So
Perfect.
Backs it.
I'm debating if I could take this one. All right, I'm giving this one out. Very low. Kansas, West Virginia, under 51. They averaged, between the two teams, averaged 34.7 points per game, 645 yards. West Virginia's got a really good defense. I hate Kansas. I think this is a boring snooze fest win for West Virginia. I'll take the under. I like Central Florida a lot versus Memphis on the road. I think Central Florida already got their loss out of their way with Tulsa. They're geared up for this one. Central Florida. That's my lock. Florida State, UNC over 64. Bama, Georgia over 56.5. BC plus
Georgia defense suspect.
BC plus 12. Well, Katie gives a good stat too. Since 2019, 8-3 on the overs versus the SEC for Alabama, and ranked teams that it's 4-1 on the over when Bama plays ranked teams. I like BC plus 12. Tons of injuries with Virginia Tech. I'm going to take BC. I think they can hang in it.
COVID.
What? Yeah. Injuries, sickness. They're on the injury report. I
Who'd
think
you have last week?
I had Virginia Tech.
Same thing.
So you're doing what we
Well, I'm wrong on UNC a lot, so I fucked up.
You're chasing that. And
I'm chasing.
unfortunately,
But
at
I've
BC
been
as
right
well,
on. I've been
but-
right on BC a few times this year.
Okay.
Yeah, BC last week.
No, I didn't.
I'll also take credit for turning this entire program off of UNC last week.
No, that's okay.
I convinced-
You don't. I even forgot that you tried to blame poor Katie.
No, I didn't.
For bad picks.
Oh, that was
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
that.
Was
I was
UNC
on
Virginia
Virginia Tech.
Right.
Saw you were on Virginia Tech. Flipped to UNC.
That's why he was smiling all day.
Thank you, Rico Bosco.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll also take Georgia Southern UMass under 63. In their last 7 home games, Georgia Southern averages, point total is 56.14 at home. That's an under stadium. I've talked to some people at UMass. The offense is not as explosive. I think Georgia Southern runs that triple option. That's another slow one. Give me under 63.
Who did you talk to at UMass? Jack Mack?
No.
Okay, Dave, you want to do your card?
Sure.
How many plays?
I have 14, and again,
Nice.
I'm reading it. I'm all over. Some have changed because I have factored in Rico a little bit, and
It's like
I
the
know
wind, the
listen,
weather, the Rico factor.
correct. I know we do the show for entertainment and picks and balloons and this and that, and Rico.
ads.
What's that?
Ads.
Ads. Rico. What? Well, that's the entertainment. Rico was lying. We caught him in a lie, obviously. But I'm going to say this seriously. When someone's as cold as Rico, you do have to factor that in. So
Yes.
I'm not doing it to be a dick.
Okay.
This game was postponed. I had it last week. When does this pod come out?
Wednesday.
Tomorrow morning.
Later
No,
tonight.
sorry, Thursday.
Yeah. What do you have?
Tonight, right? Is Coastal
Wednesday.
Carolina.
Yeah.
So I had it last week. I like that game got postponed.
We'll tweet it. We'll tweet it.
I
Make sure you tweet
like
it.
Coastal Carolina and money line plus 7.5. BYU Houston plus 4.5. I think they win that game at home. That was who did Houston play last week?
Tulane. That was the one that since 2007, a team that is +5 in the turnover differential is 90-1. The second time ever was Friday night or Thursday night. Houston was -5 in turnovers. They won by 18. Rico Bosco had Tulane.
That's why I took Houston. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Rico Bosco.
Mm-hmm.
Tulane.
Tulane is also the team that Rico said hammer them second half against Navy. They scored 0 points.
Thank you, Rico Bosco. I like South
This
Carolina.
is like opening a closet, like you said. Just getting hit over the head.
That was a
We're
good
jogging
two-man
around.
weave, though.
Yeah,
you gotta.
it was. Come on.
It was.
That wasn't planned.
worked out.
Tulane has just haunted you this year.
I like South Carolina beat Auburn at home +3.
I like that.
I took Georgia Tech in the over. Georgia Tech I added. That's a Bosco play, 63.5. I like Kentucky +6 at Tennessee. I think Tennessee got the air taken out of them. I think that's a close game. Kentucky's been back and forth. Notre Dame, I forget. See, this is what
-17.
Yeah, but
We all have Notre Dame.
we all have
and I stuck with it. Notre Dame in the over 64. I like Arkansas. I think Arkansas is for real. I like them +3 at home against Mississippi, coming off a deflation.
If you're in Pennsylvania on Saturday, that is an all-time live bet game because I think the over-under is like 74.
Huge.
That's going to be back and forth. Like, you'll have a moment where you'll get an Arkansas like +14.
I think Arkansas's defense is pretty
Yeah, Barry
better
Odom,
than
the old
than
coach
credit,
from
yeah.
Mizzou.
LSU, Florida. We think that's off the board.
I think so. Yes.
Okay, I have the over 73. If it's on,
If
the
it's
board.
on the board, we'll add on Saturday morning.
Okay. I think UMass is an over team. I generally am always right on UMass. Like, that is a team that just generally be right. I think they're
I heard
playing.
it's an under stadium though.
Really?
Georgia Southern.
So I'm going to take the over there.
Did you say that?
Yeah, it's an understadium.
Yeah.
You know they switched from they're going into a huddle now.
UMass?
And they have a new quarterback. Yeah,
Nope. Didn't know that.
I know that.
Yep. Over 63.
Okay, I'll take the under.
You taking the under?
Yeah.
Taking the over.
Head to head, it's worth 2 points.
No, it isn't.
Pat
That was
Hill.
in your fake rules. UGA Bama, UGA +6. BC +11.5 at Virginia Tech. I like BC, but since somebody else in the room likes BC and is flip-flopping all over the place like a dead fish and on the wrong side every time, I will also flop. I am now on Virginia Tech. Mark that as a switch pick.
Switch pick. Market.
I love this one. I love Baylor at home. There's no way they're losing by more than 7. Oak State. Oak State's not that good. That'll be a close game.
Canceled.
It is?
Yes.
Damn. How is their line for today then?
I'm nearly certain it's canceled.
Uh-oh.
It is rescheduled. I will give him credit for that.
When?
December 8th, right?
Yeah,
close
12th,
one.
I think. Yeah.
That was a close one.
Well, no, that's fair. But
That was a close
it's
one.
weird that it postponed. It just changed. I don't know when that happened. Oh, and so was Coastal
There you go.
Carolina.
Good job, Rico.
Coastal Carolina is postponed too. Again.
Again tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
No
It
way.
says postponed on my thing.
Fuck.
Is it?
Fuck.
That might have been from last week.
It says week 7 though.
Might have been last.
Oh no, it has it on there. Okay,
Okay.
Wednesday, October. What the fuck? That's weird the way it's doing that.
Um,
It has it, and it has Vanderbilt, Missouri postponed. Is that postponed?
Yeah, that is.
that is postponed.
All right. Well, and that was my last one. So.
All right.
Oh,
So
and-
save your
and
mortal.
FSU,
Save your mortal.
FSU and the what was it? The under?
The under, yeah.
64.
All right, my card real quick. I'm gonna add to it, by the way, but because we taped this on Wednesday, I gotta start adding to it. Charlotte -7, Tulsa +3. That line stinks. Cincy number 11 in the country. Everyone's gonna be betting Cincy on Saturday morning. Miami -10. I think
Pickett's out.
what?
Pickett's out for Pitt. Good pick.
Yeah, thank you. I also just think Miami's like this
Bounce
is gonna
back.
be they're gonna get back up for this. Texas State. Let me get that number real quick. Texas State +2.5. Notre Dame -17. BC +11.5. UNC -13. Mississippi State +7. UVA Wake over 62.5. And the Clemson Georgia Tech over 63.5. South Carolina +3. Temple -10. And West Virginia -22.5. And then I will save my mortals. Dylan. Georgia Tech Clemson over for Dylan. Aria.
ECU Navy over 59.5.
ECU Navy over 59.5. Hank.
Take my boy Dana.
Dana. Houston +5. Liam.
Sorry, Rico, but UMass over.
UMass
Yeah?
over. Heard that was an understadium.
Liam's got more sources than you do.
Wait,
probably,
who
Rico.
said that was an understadium?
I said it's an understatement.
Oh, okay. Katie, give us your mortal and also any other like interesting things we should take with us. People love
Okay.
Katie's stats.
Well, last week was not a great week for picks, so we're avoiding that on mine. I made Rico look good for the
Yeah.
record. 2-5, not great. But I love the Florida LSU over. I think that was probably
Cancel.
the easiest thing I've ever found.
Yep.
But probably the Kentucky Tennessee under 49.5.
Okay. Any other stats or anything that we missed?
Nothing like absolutely major. People say that Virginia Tech is like, oh no, they have a lot of players out. They still beaten teams with 23 players out, 21, 13. So it's not, when you see 7 players out announced on Saturday morning, that's not big news. If it's less than 13, that's honestly an upgrade.
Shout
But
out Rico Bosco.
No, I just think I like what BC's doing. So yeah, she does have a great point there.
Your
Where
logic though is
like
all
so
the players were out.
UCF has a ton of guys opt out. None of them
Were
were
relevant.
significant guys. Exactly. So we're on the same wavelength there. To have things that jump out and say,
But
well,
did
they're
you
out.
use that in your pick analysis?
What?
I thought you used
Yeah,
Virginia.
those guys matter for Virginia Tech. They've a ton of their defensive
Right, so
players. I like what
all I'm
BC's
saying
doing.
is Katie was saying it doesn't matter as much as you think.
well, I mean, it still matters, but like some people haven't been paying attention to Virginia Tech when they saw that 13 players were out on Saturday. Were like, oh, let's go jump on UNC. I'm like,
Right.
hey, they had 21
Right.
players
so
out. the
all
week
I'm saying is
before.
you're saying it probably doesn't matter as much. Rico's saying it does. That's fine. Difference of opinion.
Right.
Yeah, no, you need to look at who it is. Like right now, Florida has
We're saying the
29
same
players
thing.
out.
Are you? Are you guys saying the same thing right now?
You're saying, correct me if I'm wrong. Saturday morning, you see that West Virginia is down 13 guys with COVID. Everyone's going to jump on Kansas. You have to dig in and find out if those guys matter.
Yeah, go see
Yes.
who it is before you blindly look
and
at it.
the guys for Virginia Tech matter.
Yes.
Yes. We're on the
Also,
same
right
wavelength.
now, like you can't. So far, every time I've seen a bunch of players be announced Saturday morning, like nothing has changed. Like what, at least like stuff that I thought was gonna happen still happened. Like it don't.
Okay,
the
I
team
thought
has
Katie.
known
Then
about
you
this stuff.
confused me, Katie. I thought you were saying we shouldn't care that Virginia Tech has all those.
Well,
people
okay,
out.
Virginia Tech. I'm talking specifically Virginia Tech. He's talking general as like players
Right.
missing.
She's making a good point. Virginia Tech is adapting to being down COVID too because they're so used to this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
In general, okay, let me from the get-go. When you see a bunch of players announced on a Saturday morning, don't blindly go against them.
Right.
Go look at who it is.
Right.
And I'm talking
yeah.
for Virginia
Because
Tech
the rosters are
specifically.
100.
Right.
There's 100
Right.
players
Yeah.
on these teams.
Find out who's
Yeah.
significant.
Right.
Yeah, like if it's scholarship or
So
non-scholarship.
who do you like in that Virginia BC game? Virginia Tech BC.
BC is kind of getting hot. People like Phil Jerkovic a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't, like some people have been like, why was he second?
He's
Ian
good.
Book?
Quarterback.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
It was a Notre
Yeah.
Dame 5-star recruit.
One of our interns think he'll go for the Heisman soon. So
Which one?
Dukes,
Okay, I like Dukes. Dukes my guy.
not the Notre Dame one.
Yeah. Mortal Locks, Dave.
I like Arkansas to beat Mississippi at home.
Okay, I like that pick too. My Mortal Lock is gonna be Duke NC State over 59.5. Rico, finish us off and give us your Mortal Lock. This has been a fantastic show. I hope everyone enjoyed it because I certainly did. Rico Bosco.
I'm rooting for your lock to hit because it fits into what I'm looking at. NC State minus 4.5. Duke's DBs are banged up. Quarterback Devin Leary is playing really well. Duke will be outscored. I like your over. I love NC State in this game minus 4.5.
Where's that game?
At home, NC State.
NC State is a team I've been on the wrong side of. They Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, because they killed somebody opening week. I was on the wrong side. Oh no, it was Wake Forest. I was on the wrong side, and then I went over, and it was way over. But then they laid in. Who'd they lay an egg versus?
Virginia Tech, and that was Virginia Tech's first game
They
too.
killed Virginia,
Yeah,
and this kid was the kid who led the comeback against Pitt when they won by 1. So that's why I like this kid Leary.
Yeah, I'm starting to not like as a UNC fan. I'm starting to pay attention to State a little bit more now. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I
That
think
game's
they're
next week,
unpredictable.
correct?
I think they're due for like a game
Maybe
like
a
this
bye,
to get. It's
but
like
next one.
I think they're
And we
500
also had
team.
the over in that. We live bet that over a million
Wake
times
Forest.
with Wake Forest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I've watched them, but the Virginia Tech thing, because they're not very good, makes no sense. This is a team that, remember, I forget who I said don't bet against. Maybe it was Duke, Virginia Tech.
Might have been, yes.
NC State's going to be a tricky team. They're capable of anything, and I don't mean that as a compliment.
And Doran's on the hot seat, so he's coaching like it too.
Yeah. So I like the over in that game. That's my Mortal Lock. Yours is NC State. All right, that is our show. Thank you.
Can I add one game to my card?
Yeah.
Duke.
Great pick.
That's a
Great
great way to end
pick,
the show.
Dave. Great pick. All right, we'll see everyone next week.